Ah,
Alright, it is theoretically recording.
living that dream.
Oh, yawn and stretch, because that's how this works.
That's how you do it.
Also, hi chat, how are you guys doing? Everybody good?
Ain't getting starked at.
Ow. Okay, so we have a bit of news. Right? It's a bit.
Yeah, it's strictly like an eighth of a byte of news.
Is that how it works?
Yes, no, no, yes, 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 no, 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 yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's that character from Tron that everyone forgets about.
Oh, he was cute.
He was.
And people say Gollum was the first Gollum was the first CG character, fully CG character. Psh.
Was that ever true? Like, why would anyone say that?
Wait, no, not Gollum. Freaking, what's his name? The one that everyone hates.
Scrappy?
Jar Jar.
Oh.
Or maybe they don't. I don't know. Maybe
don't know
Gollum
why
was the
someone would say
first
that.
good fully CG character.
I mean, I think Gollum was the first character, like CG character, that was nearly seamlessly dropped into a setting to the point where people forgot. Like the technology had finally gotten there. So that might be it.
Man,
It's like, I don't know if you could tell, but I could definitely tell who was added in post when I watched Two Frame Roger Rabbit.
you could?
Good.
Damn, you were
I have
a
an
sharp
eye for
kid.
that. It's because I did video editing for years. You have to look for pixels.
Wait, you did video editing for years when you were a kid and Roger Rabbit came out?
Yes. And Mario Paint.
You were a sharp kid.
I mean, I don't know. I was trying to use Mario Paint to make something. Maybe I wasn't.
Also, I forgot to get on the clock. Hang on. There we go.
And
Okay.
no, we're not doing a talkover of the E3 conference. I'll save you the trouble. Whatever they say right now might happen
Maybe.
if you're lucky.
Yeah. Most of it is overmarketed, overhyped lies.
In some cases, we will find out later that at least one thing that's shown here does not exist and never existed, and was a desperate attempt to shore up stock prices in advance of a company folding.
That sounds right, yeah. Man, that's depressing.
I mean,
Oh, hey, we should do a thumbnail and get started.
oh, let me consult the phone.
I don't have anything. I'll just make a face.
It's okay. Yeah.
All right. I think me laughing is a good half of that thumbnail.
That works.
What? Who's calling me? Hello, random
I don't
phone
know.
number that is almost certainly a telemarketer. How about you dying of... It's 9 o'clock at night!
Yeah, don't worry. They'll leave you a Chinese voicemail.
No, you can't buy proofs or tokens. That was some fan art that was made by... Oh, God, do you remember?
I feel bad that I can't.
Wherever I have the file saved, it's got his name in it, but I don't remember where I saved the damn picture.
That was a while ago, though.
That was a long time ago. Uh-oh. Hang on. I'm losing...
I had it saved for the next time that Cluze wasn't here and I needed a picture for Cluze.
Nice. All right. Well, shall we go then?
Sure.
All right, here we go. Oh, jam. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode of Monday Night Magic here on MT... No, wait. Where are we? MTG.
The internet.
The internet. Twitch.tv/The Manapool.
MTG.TheManapool.
I went...
Probably
So I
doesn't
almost...
exist.
I almost went back to the old intro, and then I lost that halfway through and got really
Yeah.
confused.
Yeah, that ended up being none of the old intros.
My bad. I'm Chewie, as you can tell, because it says that under me.
It's true. It's
There.
a label.
And over there on the other half of the screen is Squee. You'll notice the lack of Cluze, but that's because Cluze is on a boat.
True. That is where he do.
And he's probably not going fast. And
No. He is crossing an ocean.
yes, but which ocean, we're not going to tell you.
State secret.
So, yes, this is Monday Night Magic number 656. And,
Palindromic.
It is. Wasn't that a galaxy?
I hope so.
The palindromic galaxy? Maybe it's a nebula.
I mean, if we actually found a galaxy that for at least the time of discovery was mirrored, I don't see how you couldn't call it that.
Right?
Like, just a perfect binary system would be pretty cool, too. I'd take that.
Wait, what?
I'm imagining, like, a perfect binary system of just two stars circling each other.
Oh.
And then us seeing it from an angle that makes that, like, pretty cool. Because, like, they do exist, but one where they're the same size and everything would be sweet.
That would be sweet. Sadly, I think that's exceptionally rare. If
Yeah, I don't
possible.
think it's a thing we will find, but it would be pretty sweet.
But anyway, that's enough of...
We're making up for the lack of clues with more Sky Talk.
Yeah, with more astronomical nonsense. So, let's get into the MTG news, shall we? Because that's what we do here on Monday Night Magic, in case you forgot, as we just did.
Yeah, we do that.
Let's see here. I have to make sure to click on the right thing, otherwise Squee turns into Cluze.
That would be scary.
It's really disconcerting. See, there we go.
You think you're confused. He has a wife.
So wait, if you turn into Cluze, does that mean Cluze turns into you?
I don't know how that works. I've never tried it.
Let's not try it. Let's
No, that'd be weird. I'd be disoriented and on a boat.
So, first up, we have news from last week. The EDH Rules Committee tweeted on Monday, and we just missed it, because when Squee looked right before we started last week, they hadn't made this decision yet. You see, this was tweeted at 7:48, and I think you were looking like from work or something before you left, or before we got started.
Yeah, I was on a little bit early, updating the notes.
So, and no one in the chat caught this either. We didn't find out about this until after the show. But the EDH Rules Committee tweeted that Commander will be adopting the London Mulligan at the same time as other formats, with the standard first Mulligan is free for multiplayer games. So there you go. They did decide by the release of Magic 2020.
It's true.
In fact, they decided later that day.
Checks out. So now we know.
So that's good to know. Keep that in mind when you're playing Commander in public places. As always, when you're playing Commander with just your buddies, you can do whatever the hell you want. As long as everyone agrees. You is the boss of you.
Yeah.
So next bit of news was this odd article from the Wizards website. As early as June 7th, so 3 days ago as of this stream/recording, you may start noticing some slight variances to War of the Spark card stock.
Some of it will contain one picture. Others will contain a different picture. Stay tuned.
Stop confusing people. So yeah, they switched up their card stock from in 2018 to the card stock that was used in the Japanese market with Battle Bond and Ultimate Masters, and I swear other things too, because other sets, just like Dominaria, feels like a different card game than previous sets. But so now they're going to introduce another cardstock starting in the middle of the prints of War of the Spark, which strikes me as odd that they would start with in the middle of a set printings.
Yeah, my guess would be that because they continue to print an existing set for a little while after it comes out, it was really just starting X date internally. This is what we do now, and that means that some things that were still in production that had already been released or already been printed swapped over. So, because it would be really weird to maintain old printing processes for some products and new printing processes for other products when, like, from a financial perspective, that's just stupid. You lose out on all the benefits of working in bulk if you split it up that way. So I think they've just decided it was probably worth the minor variance of experience.
And so you start it now after the initial interest in War of the Spark has passed, and everyone that wanted to buy lots of it already has.
Yeah.
So that if there's a problem, it's not on everything, it's just on some things, and they can hopefully adjust by the time it's time to print. 2020's probably already been printed, though, hasn't it?
At the very least, its initial run has. Like, I can't imagine they'd still be printing that now. That feels like it would be taking a lot of risks.
But this also says as early as June 7th, you'll start noticing them, which means the printing switchover happened already.
Yeah, it would have happened months ago.
Interesting. So yeah.
It's just finally circulating now, because keep in mind also that just because you printed it doesn't mean that stores have restocked yet.
Right. So they're saying they're happy with the improvements of surface consistency for printing, improved card cutting, as well as rigidity and snap. Oh, snap.
Snap in quotes.
No word on whether this will help foils curling, but of course they wouldn't say that here, would they?
No. We will find out when we get them. I mean, I don't know that there's going to be a solution for foils.
I've got one.
Other than getting rid of them?
Damn.
Like, the inherent problem of treating one side of the card differently from the other side is going to, by chemistry and physics, always lead to something like that when temperature happens. It's just minimizing it to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
Because, like, they can't treat the other side differently for foils, because then you can tell what a foil is. So I think they're kind of stuck by chemistry, but hopefully they'll keep it minimal enough in the future. But for right now, new paper.
I still think they should get rid of foils, personally.
I mean, that's fair.
There've got to be other ways you can make things special than causing them to warp.
Do you remember the metal cards that you could get for collectibles in the 90s? Which are like really thick foils?
Oh, the shiny chromium one things?
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
Those were neat. They still wouldn't solve this problem at all, but I'm just thinking of the wide variety of things that people have been doing. Like, there's been a lot of science in this area for decades, so who knows? But I do think that foils do create problems from, a play standpoint, because unlike collectibles, you actually have to shuffle these and they have to be indistinguishable on one side. So there it goes.
All right, then.
Hoorah.
So, hey, look at that. 2 bits of news down already. Let's run through the next 2. Hey, look, Zach Elsick is starting with WotC Play Design in July.
Welcome.
Yeah, he's a pro player, one of those guys that knows what he's doing.
Yeah, good. That's kind of what play design's for.
It is. And while we're here, Kazu Negri, I really need to learn how to say his name. I guess now I don't need to learn how to say his name, because he's also starting as play design in July.
Yeah.
So, sweet.
Yeah. That means both of them only have a few weeks left to tweet without WotC stat.
It's true.
Use those characters while you've got them, friends. Well, congratulations to both of you. I hope you enjoy your adventure in the Land of Dragons.
There's a dragon.
It's true.
I've seen pictures of it.
It greets you, and if you're bad, it eats you.
That is what I've heard, yeah.
Well, that was some quick news.
I can't tell if what I'm hearing is thunder or neighbors. I think it's both.
Perhaps your neighbors are thunder.
Ah, could be.
It's like Fujin and Raijin are upstairs making a bunch of lights and noise, but you can only hear the noise because you're downstairs.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Anyway, okay. Let's see what else. Let's skip over that for now and go here.
But where is here?
So there is going to be a Magic the Gathering art exhibition.
Hoorah! I like magic art.
I mean, there was a one before, maybe just one. I don't remember these things. They don't stick. But we've got the another Magic the Gathering art show. This one will be from November 11th, 2019 to January 11th, 2020 at the Brooks Stevens Gallery at the Milwaukee Institute of Art and Design in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
That makes sense. That's where I would put it. Yeah, if you've never been to an event where you can see like large scale magic art and like original magic art runs, like you should definitely do it when you get a shot. Sometimes it'll be up at conventions. Like I see a lot of it at Dragon Con because the artists go there. And there's so many details that do not make it into the tiny little card art. So it's really nice to be able to see those upscale. It also is just, it's more fun to see stuff that you find, you know, fun in your hobby, but treated very seriously. So that's really cool.
Yeah. So, hey, if you're in the area in November, it's free to the public. Go in and walk around. It's an art exhibit, like you do.
And if you happen to be a magic artist who listens to this show and wasn't aware, they are taking submissions.
Yeah, although the deadline to submit your art is June 30th, so
get on that.
Yeah, hurry up. Although Mike knows, Vorthos Mike here, knows way more people in that space than probably all of us put together, so I'm sure he's got it covered.
Yeah, that's what makes him Vorthos Mike.
It's true. Wow, is that it?
It's most of it, yeah.
It's just
it's been quiet because, spoiler alert, you know, the modern fancy pre-release was over the weekend, so there's not a lot else going on.
Yeah, this was the Modern Horizons pre-release weekend, so they
understandably are easing up on the news flow.
The only other things we really have going on are 2GP, well, a GP and SCGCon.
Yeah. Tournament day.
So, let's start with SCGCon.
Okay.
But let's start with this little tidbit here. There were some test events going on at SCGCon.
For science.
Best of one booster draft and best of one 8-player constructed.
For those who don't remember, best of one is exactly what it sounds like, where you play one game and that's it. No sideboards, no second games, best of 3. You just play the one, and in the event that you go to time, you do turns. After you do turns, if there's still not a winner, the person with the most life wins.
Yep.
So this is not generally done in paper Magic.
Yeah, and even the pregame procedure is really weird. Players will draw 2 7-card hands then choose one and shuffle the other back into their library, or choose to mulligan and repeat the process minus one card for each mulligan.
Yeah, that's a different way to do it.
So, yeah, that's weird. But they're testing out. Now, this says Wizards of the Coast test events. And I'm wondering if this is actually WotC using SCGCon to test this out, or if they just put that there.
I mean, it says at the bottom, participants must complete all 3 rounds
Oh.
and a short survey to receive prizes. Like, this is straight up data gathering.
Yeah. Neat. But yeah, and the reason that the pregame is like that, I think, if I remember correctly, this is technically how Arena does mulligans.
You get 2 full hands to choose from?
No, it generates 2 hands and gives you the best one.
Oh.
I seem to remember reading somewhere a few months ago.
Like,
in Best of
that,
One.
Like, automatically?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, you don't see 2 hands. You only see the one
right.
that it gives you. But I could be wrong about that, though, but I'm pretty sure that sounds familiar.
So theoretically, it's doing that based on
something.
What it considers, like, the ideal land to not land ratio?
Yeah,
if it's trying to be universal with it? Huh. Well, I guess when you're not playing with, like, Modern and back, you probably can streamline what the ideal hand is a bit better.
Yeah.
Like,
and
they're
also,
not running, like, lands.
Because it's Best of One, they're doing this to ensure that there are fewer just games that don't happen because one person's opener was completely awful.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty neat. Like, for the people that did it, participating gets you 10 prize wall tickets. Effectively. I'm assuming that's an 8-person event.
Yeah, they're 8-person events.
Yeah, so, like, you're getting 10 prize wall tickets, and if you happen to win, you get, like, 30 or another event. Yeah. So, like, they're really compensating you for doing research for them. And that's totally fine. That's how we learn.
I don't know about really compensating. I don't know how 10 prize wall tickets...
Yeah, I don't know how much that's worth, but, like,
the real world, but...
They're acknowledging that they're using your time and giving you something. It's not just, hey, could you come over here and take time away from your tournament-y weekend to just do work for us?
Yeah, and these are also only 3 rounds, so, and there's a 25-minute time limit, so it's an hour and a half of your life plus a draft if you do the draft.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Yeah, that's fine. I think
anyway,
that's neat.
If anybody did any of those or, like, let us, or knows anyone who did, you know, let us know what it...
Yeah, I'm curious to hear that. Like, I'm also looking forward to, if they do this enough, they'll inevitably post something on the website, some article saying, and then we tried this for a while, and here were our takeaways. Because I'm curious. See what happens.
Let's hope so.
They tend to be pretty good about that. Even if it doesn't work, they'll be like, and then this is why that didn't work. So.
Yeah.
If anyone sees them post an article about that sometime and we haven't spoken about it, let us know.
Yeah, drop it.
I do not read everything they post.
Yeah, drop it on Twitter or in the Discord server or something. Which, by the way, the Manipool has a Discord server. You should totally join up and join in all the conversations about all of the things.
It's a great Discord. You should check it out.
That is what I hear. So, SCGCon happened this weekend. And, okay, so here are all of the different deck lists that we're not going to talk about. So, there was the Modern Summer Championship and this, even though it doesn't say it, I clicked on it, is the Standard Summer Championship.
Yeah.
As far as we can tell, they're just tournaments that you entered and had a cash prize. So the word championship is really sort of a misnomer, but...
And when we say, as far as we could tell, they've already taken down the website for SCGCon, so we're going off of what we could scrounge out of, like, a cached page from last week.
Yeah, SCGCon ended yesterday. The website is already gone. Like, it's the banner, and that's it.
Yeah.
So
it's surprising.
They are not screwing around with just get that out of here.
Yeah.
But again, since these are essentially just side events, we're not gonna talk about them really. This standard and modern deck lists are the Invitational, which we'll talk about. There was a Legacy Play for Power tournament, a Vintage Power 9 Series tournament, and then a standard MCQ. And honestly, we're not going to talk about any of that either, because they're just like high profile side events.
Yeah.
So
we don't want to set that precedent and have to cover those for everything forever.
Exactly. So. What we are going to talk about though is the Invitational.
Yep.
So let's go look. They have the day 2 metagame breakdown now. The Invitational standard and modern.
Yeah.
And let's see here. We've got 170 players who returned for day 2, playing standard and modern. The standard day 2 was overrun with Mono Red Aggro, Esper Superheroes, and Gruul Aggro. At 31, 30, and 22 decks apiece. There were 14 Izzet Phoenix, 11 Sultai Dreadhorde, and then it drops off to single digits from there.
Yeah.
But there's a lot. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I already lost count. Here,
numerous.
Let me start at the top. Okay, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 30, 40, 50, 16, 17, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 28 different decks listed that made it to day 2. But granted, it's a mixed format tournament, so there's not that much you can take from that.
Our general disclaimer before you take too much away from these, and like why we haven't looked at the deck list yet, is that you can have an okay deck in one format and an amazing deck in the other format and play really well, and the weaker deck will still look like it's doing amazing because your record will just be good.
Yeah.
So take most of this with a grain of salt.
So then if we drop down to the modern day 2 metagame breakdown, there are 30 Izzet Phoenix decks, 29 humans, 17 Azorius Control, 12 Dredge and Mono Green Tron, 10 Burn, and then it drops off into single digits again with a lot.
Yeah.
You know what? It was so hard to count these that I'm not counting these.
That's fair. I mean, modern is a bigger
much wider format.
More cards, more options, a whole lot of one-offs. It's good times.
Like a whole lot, including one called Neo Brand, which I'm going to assume is like New Coke.
I mean, when I say Neo Brand, I'm assuming that this is actually just when people got those overpriced glasses after watching The Matrix. Like, they don't actually look good on most people, but they definitely bought them.
What he said. All right, so let's go look at what is this? This is modern.
Yeah.
Actually, let's start in standard. Let's just go through the top 8 then. So Colin Roundtree won the Invitational. He was playing Esper Superheroes in standard and humans in modern. Second place we had... Wait, these are in actual order, right? Yes, okay. So second place is Kevin... How do you say his last name? Thanikit? Yeah, there we go. He was playing Sultai Dreadhorde in standard and Burn in modern. So Cluze would be half approving.
Yeah.
Third place, we have Jonathan Hobbs, who's playing the Esper Superheroes deck in standard and humans in modern. Yeah. Dan Jessup took fourth with Sultai Dreadhorde and Izzet Phoenix. That was fourth. Evan Buchholz. I think it's Buchholz. He's playing Boros Aggro in standard and Eldrazi Tron in modern.
Those are not the same.
Not so much, no. Collins Mullen was in sixth, sorry. With the Simic Mass Manipulation deck we talked about last week, and Dredge in modern. Buh.
That's a weekend.
Right? Jonathan Rosam in 7th was on the Esper Superheroes and Amulet Titan in modern. And then Michael Hamilton rounds out the top 8 with the Esper Superheroes and... Who did I just say?
Eldrazi Tron.
Eldrazi Tron.
Yeah. I appreciate the fact that the decks that they're playing are, for most of them, very different. And I wonder if that's straight up like they just feel like they're the best decks in those formats, or if there's actually some psychological game to it of like, okay, well, this one's going to burn me pretty hard just psychologically. So I'm going to need something nice to shift gears with to recover, because you do have to play both the same day. They usually go back and forth.
For these people, I doubt it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Like the people that are actually making it to the end of these things on a regular basis are not actually human.
Yeah, they don't get burned out playing a control deck all day. In fact, they love it if they're playing the control deck and it's heading them towards the top 8. So yeah.
It's because they are the Magic player equivalent of vampires, because they're actually stealing your energy as you die a little bit inside, losing to the control deck.
Yeah, that's how it works.
I mean, that's just science.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but
I mean, you know, sufficiently advanced magic is indistinguishable from science, Chewie. It's just how the game works.
That is what I've heard, yeah. All right, well, that's the invitational part of SCGCon. Like I said, we're not going to go into all of the rest of these.
No. But they are available in the show notes later.
Yeah, if you want to check them out, go right ahead.
And I recommend using the link that we give you, because navigating this website is a journey. There's no telling if this page will be here tomorrow, because it's possible that nothing is just consuming the SCG website starting with SCGCon. Please mind your horses. That water is too deep.
Oh, no, I'm sad.
You laugh when you're sad. You're sad because you laugh.
No, it's a defense mechanism.
That's probably how it works.
Also, when I was a kid, I noticed this. The twin statues, the Zot, the unsuspecting.
Yeah.
They had boobies on them.
They did. I also noticed that. I appreciate the fact that as a child I could understand how the special effects were working, kind of, but also that they had to actually make those things. And so I'm like, huh.
For anyone that's not following, it's the Neverending Story, by the way. Yeah. You've completely missed the reference. But go see it. It still holds up, weirdly enough. I watched the first one not long ago.
It has the benefit of the fact that they used a lot of practical effects in addition to the special effects of the day. And that means it doesn't age quite as hideously as things from like when they first learned how to use computers. Like, don't go watch Spawn. It'll hurt. Don't do it.
But you shouldn't watch Spawn anyway.
I mean, you shouldn't anyway, but like it'll hurt.
Not only were the special effects terrible, it was just bad.
It's not a good movie.
And I was hardcore into Spawn when I was that age and when that came out. And I was horribly disappointed with the movie.
Yeah. If you're wondering what the odds and ends are like, it's us having these tangent conversations, because one of us makes a reference and then we talk about 3 movies. So, you want to go to Taipei?
Not personally, no.
Oh, you want to just talk about people who went to Taipei?
Oh, yeah, sure.
That's way cheaper.
Yeah, I was going to say, if I was going to go somewhere with 2 syllables, I'd go to Utah, even though it's not real.
Yeah, like, we just talked about the Neverending Story, dude. We're trying to get off that topic.
Seriously, though, it does still hold up, and it's really freaking meta. I'd forgotten just how meta
it is. Yeah, the entire movie is meta. It's also weird to think that the first 2 movies are like one book. Like, it's not often back then that you would see 2 things that were essentially one story.
Yeah. But anyway, okay, let's go to GP Taipei.
Yeah.
That happened this weekend.
Yep.
With 1,062 players playing in the main event. Which was standard.
Yep.
God, I hope this doesn't look terrible. Oh, cool. And they're in order? Oh, be still my beating heart.
Living the dream.
Huh. Let's not get used to it, though, because it won't happen again. All right.
No, it'll be taken away from you.
Make sure this is lined up on the stream. Okay, so, who won? Kim, how do you say his name? Kim Seok-hyun?
I can't. I don't know.
Kim Seok-hyun? I don't know Korean names.
I don't either.
Oh, they're only in order because Cluze is gone. That makes sense.
That's how it works, yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
it turns out that when you put Cluze on a mystery ocean, it scares them, and they're like, what if he's in our ocean? and so they get their act together.
Yeah. He was playing the Bant Ramp deck with
Bant.
Llanowar Elves and Paradise Druid and Incubation Druid, oh my god, and Hydroid Krasis, of course, Frilled Mystic, Shalai, oh god, Teferi Time Raveler, Nissa Who Shakes the World. Oh, this is the Bant Mass Manipulation deck.
Yep.
And Entrancing Melody, Finale of Glory, The Immortal Sun, whoa, and Time Wipe, holy crap. That's pretty funny.
Considering the creatures it has, yeah.
All right. So, moving on. In second place, we've got Atsuki Kihara running up the Esper Super Friends, who the Star City website is calling superheroes. But I don't think that applies to these particular people. We've got 8 copies of Teferi, 4 of each. And we've got Narset. And oh, that's it. Huh.
That's more of a world's finest.
It kind of is, yeah. This one's running. This is the version of the deck that's running the Elder Spell, though. So there's that.
Anti-life equation says what?
What? Then we've got third place. Teruya Kakume. How do you say that?
Kakumae.
Kakumae. There we go. I was getting there and then I lost it. Playing the Boros Feather deck because Feather. Let's be real.
Yeah.
We have Sheltering Light. Yup. Shock. Okay, don't use that one. Reckless Rage, Gideon, Defiant Strike. Okay, and the Johnny. Gotta have a Johnny. The Johnny from M10, the Adversary of Tyrants. Ooh. Plus all this other stuff. But whatever, let's move on.
From M19.
What'd I say?
I think you said M10, which would be impressive.
Oh yeah, excuse. That looks like a 10 when I just glanced.
It does.
At it.
No, I know why you did it because like the Valerian font does that to zeros.
Excuse me, my bad.
It's just I know someone will point that out later, so like we're aware of what year it isn't.
I'm not, but you know, whatever.
I said isn't. I'm giving us a chance.
50-50. Fourth place, Shota Takano is running the Jund Warriors deck. Okay, let's see. Growth Chamber Guardian, Thorn Lieutenant, Chain Whirler, Spellbreaker, Rekindling Phoenix, Skargan Hellkite. Why is this called Warriors? It's got Status Statue, Shock Lava Coil, 2 each of Domri Anarch of Bolas and Domri Chaosbringer. Huh. Okay.
That's an interesting call.
I guess because technically they're all warriors?
I mean, there's not like a warrior synergy to it.
No, there's not. But we've got the Guardian, the Lieutenant, the Chain Whirler, and the Spellbreaker are all warriors. So I guess they just name it that because that.
I mean, it's a way to distinguish it. I feel like we're missing a card that says warrior, but I don't see it, so I will continue to miss it. Maybe it makes a bunch of stuff with Thorn Lieutenant.
Hang on, I don't remember what Domri Chaosbringer says. Nope, nothing. Okay.
Like, Thorn Lieutenant makes warriors, so...
True. But I think they just named it that because that's what's in the deck. Sort of like goblins. You know, you call it a goblin deck because it's got goblins. This has warriors.
Sure.
Usually when we call something a goblin deck, there's a reason.
Generally a goblin deck is a deck where some of your goblins benefit your other goblins. It's not just goblins or creatures in it. It's usually a tribal thing.
Yeah. Oh, I'm the Dork asks, did they come out to play? That could be. Maybe Shota Takano had the Coke bottles on his fingers and was tapping them together during the entire
I mean,
time.
if you can shuffle and cut your deck with the Coke bottles on it, they can't take them away from you. That's just the rules.
All right, on that note, let's keep going. We've got Grixis Bolus. What? In 5th place by... I don't even know how to start saying this person's name. Damn it.
Rue Jurier?
Grey Jerrier?
Sure, yeah. I don't know. We do not know. We are not doing this on purpose.
This one is totally lost. I apologize. All right, what do we have here? We've got Nicol the Ravager. Okay.
As your
is there a dragon? Yeah, there's a dragon god. What else do we have going on here? Negate, Shock, Thought Erasure, Yup, Bedeck Bedazzle. Ooh. Ritual of Soot, Angrath's Rampage. Wow, okay. Narset, Vraska's Contempt, Nicol Dragon God, Liliana Dreadhorde General, Sarkon the Masterless, and Kesmina. Wow, this deck is just screw you deck, isn't it?
I mean, yeah.
Wow. So this would be Grixis Doom Patrol, right?
That would be Doom Patrol. I mean, it's not a Legion of Doom.
Not Doom Patrol. Yeah, Legion of Doom. I'm sorry. I saw an ad for Doom Patrol earlier.
Like, so. Because I've always thought the name was funny, I'm going to go with Injustice Gang.
Yeah, there we go. That's a good one.
Because, like, they're not all necessarily evil, but they're not for justice.
Justice. Anyway. I'm still stuck on the come out to play, and then now it's in my head. So thanks for that.
Yeah, it'll stay there for a while. You know, that's the thing that plays on the DVD menu. They just loop that.
That's hilarious.
It's hilarious for about 30 seconds.
I bet it's not even
that long. It very rapidly becomes not hilarious. And then you hate the person that has not pushed a button yet.
I watched that also relatively. When I say recently, I mean within the last year or so. It was on one of the streaming services, so I didn't have to deal with that. See,
that's fair. That's probably better.
It was, yeah. It's a very strange movie. Anyway, moving on. Simic Nexus in 6th place, played by Kazuki Yada. Simic Nexus. Oh my God, Arboreal Grazer. Get there. Okay, what do we have? Bond to Flourishing, Growth Spiral, yeah, okay. Search for Azcanta, right. Tamiyo, Wilderness Reclamation, Nissa, Who Shakes the World, and Nexus of Fate. All right, yeah, this looks relatively normal.
That's what you'd expect.
7th place, Yuya Sugiyama playing Bant Ramp, which is it's got Lyra Dawnbringer. And only for Teferi, the Nefarious Time Raveler. Only the Time Raveler.
Yes, Neferi. We meet again.
So that would be Teferi, but with the long twirly mustache?
I mean, I like to think that would be Teferi, but, like, his evil, like, negative universe equivalent.
Yeah, with the long twirly mustache. Name.
Yeah. Well, not just the long twirly mustache, but, like, an altered color palette, too.
Well, obviously, yeah, because Teferi wears red, white, and blue, so obviously Neferi would wear, like, green and purple, like the Green Goblin.
Clearly, yeah.
Duh.
That'd be pretty cool. Somebody draw that.
Mustache. That's the only important bit, though.
Yeah, somebody draw that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, get on that internet.
Like, the bone staff also has a mustache. It'll be the most dapper spinal column you've ever seen.
All right, rounding out the top 8, we've got hang on, I used to know how to pronounce the XUE. It's not like Shui, is it? Shui Tong? That doesn't sound right now that I've said it out loud.
I would think it would be Shui. But no, I don't know. I don't know these things. I picked a language and I stuck with it.
Fair enough.
I can handle the Japanese ones.
Yeah. But anyway, so they're playing Grixis Bolus with Nicol Bolas and a Dream Eater for added comedy value.
Oh, that's creepy.
Also running Discovery Dispersal. Narset. Disinformation Campaign. Cry of the Carnarium. Okay, so it's the same idea, but slightly different. Nicol Bolas, Dragon God, of course, Sarkon, and Ugin, the Ineffable in here. Man. Can't even be effed.
No F so.
All right, so same idea, slightly different execution.
Yeah.
Baller. And let's take a quick run through 9th through 17th. Simic Ramp, Bant Ramp. Wait, Simic Ramp. Oh, it's running Ripjaw Raptor. Whoa. Dude, it's running Ripjaw Raptor.
That is the most 90s card name.
Speaking of Spawn.
Mm.
Okay, Bant Ramp. Gruul mid-range. Okay, yeah, the Ramp Elves, and then Growth Chamber Guardian, the Spellbreaker, Nullhide Ferox, Rekindling Phoenix, Gargan Hellkite. Okay, yeah. The Simic Ramp deck. Again, Bant Ramp again. Anything different here? It's got Tolsimir in the main. Another Gruul mid-range with Regisar Alpha in the deck. What? Damn! Okay, another Bant Ramp running Tristani Discordant. Nice.
Huh.
Another Bant Ramp with Fibblethip in it. What? Okay, moving on.
I mean, he got lost, and there he is.
I guess, yeah. And then a mono red aggro rounding out the top 16. About time we saw one of those. It'll make Cluze happy.
Yeah.
Winning 1 Chandra and 3 Experimental Frenzy. I see. This seems to be where the big differences are in the deck.
Yeah.
Is Experimental Frenzies and Chandras in the main.
I mean, it's your 4-drop.
So
what do you want to do with 4, man?
I mean, you don't really drop Experimental Frenzy on the turn 4 unless you're really hurting for things.
Well, yeah. I just mean, like, it's the top end of your deck. Like, cost-wise.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you're playing them in different contexts, but most of your deck is super small cheap.
It's true. All right. Oh, we've got a metagame breakdown. I didn't see that. What have we got going on in day 2? 19% Gruul midrange. Whoa. Didn't see that. 16% Bant Ramp. 10% Esper Super Friends. 7% Mono Red. Oh, wait. Esper Superheroes and Esper Super Friends are listed as 2 different decks.
Maybe the superheroes don't get along.
Huh. Interesting. Grixis Bolus sitting at 6%. Sultai Dreadhorde at 5%. It drops off from there. All right, cool. Thank you, Channel Fireball.
I'm curious to see if there's actually supposed to be something else there. Like maybe one of them was supposed to be a different shard. And they just messed up. I don't know.
Maybe?
That's just strange. Because, like, they have 4-color Super Friends, Azorius Super Friends over on the right. So, like, they're clearly okay with Super Friends everywhere, but Esper Superheroes? I don't know. That's strange.
All right, well, if anyone knows what the hell is the difference there, by all means, let us know. Because, what?
Yeah.
I just assumed they were interchangeable names based on which website was naming them.
I'm asking them right now.
Asking who?
Twitter.
Oh,
specifically replying to that Channel Fireball post.
Makes sense.
Because it's right there. Welcome to Web 2.0 plus 15 years.
Here, I'll even retweet that.
Yeah, see, this is all happening in real time. Make that sausage. Sausage. And that's tournaments, I guess.
Oh yeah, sausage. All right. Well, that's it for the news.
Everything. I think that's just it.
Yeah.
Like your big news for Magic Online was that Modern Horizon came out. Good job. High fives. I don't have a fun bug blog of Modern Horizon cards yet, but when it happens, I will share it with you because I hope something funny happens. It has to. They just added a whole bunch of cards that used old mechanics. There's no way that something funny isn't going to happen.
Yeah. Something will break something in hilarious fashion.
I'm counting. I hope it involves Form of the Dragon somehow. Those are fun.
Doesn't that card break enough things as it is?
That's why I want to see it happen with new cards. That is definitely what happens when you let Flavor drive the car. You'll get somewhere, but you might not be able to get back.
It's sort of like, oh no, Bear is driving. How can this be?
It seems safer to let Bear in the car and leave the car, but the Bear didn't let us leave the car. Now the Bear's driving the car.
So, I guess this should just be a short episode of Monday Night Magic, because there's nothing else going on.
There's no
really.
clues here to ask that it be shorter. So,
and
awesome.
Yet delay us.
Yeah. So I guess I'll go into wrap-up time. You can find me on Twitter at SqueeGoblinAbob. There's no I in Goblin because the I is out to find the difference between super friends and superheroes, and I wish it good luck on its mission. Maybe it will be featured in an HBO Watchmen series that no one really knows what it's about. I have no idea. As for the rest of me, you can find me over 4th of July weekend at Cosplay America, which is a costume / art / creativity / being a nerd with other nerds for a weekend event coming up in Cary, North Carolina. And that'll be great. We're going to be making stuff with the people that do the Arby's Twitter feeds, so that'll be cool. Definitely check that out if you're interested and you're going to be around.
Oh, is that people now?
Huh?
Well, last year I remember you mentioning that it was person.
Oh yeah, like we actually have more than one of them. So it's a team of a few people that do it. But
Okay.
we've actually got a second one of them coming this year too. So they were like, well, we've got the team now. We're doing it.
Oh, that's cool.
Multiple people work on it, but the ones who do like the really fancy house moving castles and like the animations of like making the initial decar go around a track and all that kind of stuff, like, yeah, they're going to be. So it's going to be fun.
That's pretty funny.
I think it'll be neat. And yeah, so like that'll be what I'm doing then. In the meanwhiles, is it a bad sign that it's been like 5 days and no one spoiled the X-Men movie for me? No one's talking about the X-Men movie. I don't know.
All of the internet reviews from people that went to see it that I've seen were overwhelmingly meh.
That sounds like an X-Men movie.
Yeah, like it wasn't awful, but it wasn't good. It was just kind of there.
I mean, that's fair. I figure I'll catch it eventually. I haven't really been in a hurry on this one.
Yeah.
Like the next movie I'm actually like looking forward to is probably Spider-Man. So
When is that?
that is July 4 weekend. Or no, it comes out on the Tuesday before, which is weird.
The Tuesday before.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It'll be coming out on like Tuesday the 2nd. I guess they decided that coming out on the 4th of July is missing an opportunity to have an even longer weekend. So it comes out on the Tuesday, though the movie theaters that were doing early tickets, I saw going as early as 12:01 a.m. on that Tuesday. So like an actual midnight show again. So I don't know. But I guess I'm looking forward to check that out. I've been watching The Tick on Amazon since they added a season while I was in Japan, and I'm playing catch up, and I'm enjoying it because of course I am. It's great. It's a great show.
I still haven't watched the second season.
I've seen about 4 episodes of it, and it's still good. So
Nice.
it's nice to see. Like they're able to do more with the superheroes now, so there's more characters, and I will not tell you who. So enjoy.
Fair enough. I really enjoyed the first season. Both halves.
Yep. And this is a 10 episode block, so you can just watch the whole thing here, and that's gonna be great. So that's enough of my rambling for right now. Cluze isn't here, but if he were here, he'd say that, you know, he hates Blue. So pretend he's here doing that.
He would say that, yes. It's true.
And then I guess Chewie can tell us about Maniple.
Yay! Hi, I'm Chewie Maniple. I finished Arrested Development.
Yeah? Or did it finish you?
No, but it tried. The those last 2 seasons weren't good. Weren't good at all. So if you're gonna watch Arrested Development and you haven't, just trust me. Just stop after the 3 original seasons. Do not watch the 2 Netflix ones.
You can feel
you
the
wouldn't
time
have
that
to.
happened between them.
Do what?
You can feel the time happening between them, and the fact that a lot of the things that, like, they had a good flow early on, and then I guess some of the people working on it decided to go make good Marvel movies instead. But yeah,
It was not. It was not worth the energy. I flew through the first 3 seasons. The last 2 seasons took forever to get through because they were painful.
you did watch the 4th season in the worst way possible, though. But I
I'm
won't
not
promise
convinced that it was
better.
the worst way possible. I don't think there's a good way. I don't think so.
I mean, that's also fair. Like, they got rid of a lot of the dynamics that made it work in the later 2 seasons. I think mostly due to actor availability, but you could feel it hurt.
Yeah. But I also finished the original run of X-Files.
More satisfying?
No. Well, okay, more satisfying than Arrested Development, yes.
Sure. I mean, low bar, but
But like that last season wasn't great, and the last 2 episodes were just bad.
but magnets.
Like season 9 was all about trying to get away from the Mulder and Scully dynamic and push Doggett and to a lesser extent Reyes.
Yeah.
And then the last 2 episodes they were like, all right, Mulder's back, go with it. And it was just, let's just re-explain everything that's happened the entire series in a clip show.
We know the audience stopped watching and they're here for the finale, so let's just do that.
But they didn't do it
And then
right.
not actually deliver closure on anything.
No, and I looked it up. Apparently, Chris Carter was looking to do some movies, like at least 2, I think, because the first one was so lucrative.
I mean, that's like mentioning the fact that he made Millennium.
I don't get it.
He made another TV show during the run of X-Files, and no one remembers it. Like, he was not doing the best.
Okay then. But
Just do what I do and pretend that after X-Files was over, Evolution came out, and that it's the same character.
I've never seen that either.
And then pretend it's also Zoolander and everything else with David Duchovny, except Californication, because that's weird.
That would be weird, yeah. But now I just need to find the second movie and watch it again, because I saw that in the theaters back in the day. And then I'll watch the next 2, the 2 new seasons, because they were apparently pretty good, unlike Arrested Development.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's just what I've been doing.
You've also been smashing.
Yeah, I did, on the content front, I did finish the story mode for World of Light in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Finally. I was told I've only got like 3 or 4 hours left, so I did this will be the last stream. And about 3.5 hours in, I said, how much is left? And chat was like, oh, a full stream easy. And I went, damn it. So I stopped and waited till I got caught up on videos, and then went back to do another one, like almost a month later, maybe not quite. And played for another, I think it was 4 hours. And then still wasn't done. But I was on what was essentially the final screen, and I went, all right, I'm going to finish this tomorrow morning. And so the next day, I got up and I went to finish it, and it took another 4 hours. So, yeah, it's going to take a while to get through all that, but as long as the episode number can hit, well, okay, I was really hoping I could end on number 69, but I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna go past that.
I mean, there you go.
Yeah. But, so over on youtube.com/themanapool, right now I'm cycling between Smash Brothers World of Light mode videos and the second quest of The Legend of Zelda and Dota Auto Chess. All of which I'm really enjoying. The editing process, that is. I already finished Second Quest of Legend of Zelda. So any advice you want to give me in the comments doesn't work. Because that stuff was recorded like a month ago. So yeah, that's what's going on YouTube. I've also got some Human Fall Flat that I played with Steph, which is an adorable game that I can't wait to get those videos started. I've got a run of Slay the Spire I need to put up. I've got all kinds of video content coming up. It's a good time to be a viewer, I guess. Yeah, hell yeah. But anyway, hey, on youtube.com/TheManaPool, I've got one video going up every day. Some days, two, especially podcast days. If I'm far enough ahead, then the podcast will have another video to go up with it later in the day. Which I am far enough ahead now. So, hey, when this goes public, there's another one like 2 hours later. And yeah, I guess that's it there. You can watch Monday Night Magic and The Mana Pool live, along with all the other live streams I do on twitch.tv/TheManaPool. And if you want to help support what I do with this frankly ridiculous, it's Neferi again. He's coming to get us.
Redonkulous.
This ridiculous amount of content creation for one person. I've got one YouTube video every day, 2 podcasts, and then like the 2 podcast streams, and then usually 3 other live streams during the week, with that number hopefully increasing in the near future. So yeah, hell yeah. The best way to help support me doing all of that entertainment for you is on patreon.com/TheManaPool, where you can become a lifeguard. And lifeguards get perks. So the uncommon lifeguards get episodes of The Mana Pool and YouTube videos early. The rare lifeguards get the early stuff and the odds and ends, which is all the behind-the-scenes stuff recorded before and after both Monday Night Magic and The Mana Pool. And the mythic lifeguards get all of that stuff and the sponsorship shout-out on both podcasts and on the end screen for all YouTube videos. So I'd like to thank our mythic lifeguards: Kim Ho, Andrew Hunt, Al, Lance Delicious, Tim Uhellas Haryu, Connor Kennedy, John Morris, Alex Gonzalez, Jeff Spencer, Stuart Slaw, PJ McMillan, Sophia Bertain, Casey, Fayen Says, Danny Liao, Jason Doan, Cody Buckowing, Jake Jansons, Jason Kaus, Gothic Man, Brian DeLucci, Stark Maximum, John Parker, Violet Moon, Aleph Cat, Dan Holm, couldn't get there, Bartle, Mike Millerburn, and the Beast Father, Aaron Goodwine. Man, I made it through
Almost
all of the mechanics in Modern Horizons in one breath.
Yeah.
I thought I could get through the list of patrons, but nope.
If you would like to challenge Chewie and increase his lung capacity, add yourself to that list.
It's true. One
Make
of
it
these
harder.
days, I'll get there.
Don't ever let him get there. Gotta make him work.
That is true. You should totally do that.
Will work for pay.
So with that, are we done?
Yeah, I think we're done.
Yeah, hell yeah. Also, just real quick, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can follow the Twitch channel. You can subscribe on the Twitch channel for $5 a month, or using your free subscription token using Twitch Prime, which you have Twitch Prime if you have Amazon Prime. It's totally a thing. You should look it up.
Link them.
And also, you can use our Humble Bundle affiliate link if you buy anything ever on Humble Bundle. Wherever you're watching or listening to this, the link is down below. So it's below us in the Twitch panels, it's in the YouTube description, or it's in the show notes. If you buy anything from the Mana Pool's affiliate link, then it does directly help support what I do here. And they just put up a hell of a retro sale. It's called the Retro Paradise Sale. I don't know how long it lasts, but it's got a bazillion games that are both actual retro games, retro style games, pixel art games, old like humongous point and click games. Remember those?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous the amount of stuff that is on this retro sale, and so much of it is really good. So that's a good place to start, by the way. Like, I've had this tab open ever since they started the sale, just so I could scroll through it. Like Cuphead is on here, Broforce is on here, Sonic Mania. Oh my god. Oh hey Bill, the where'd it go? That Capcom Beat 'em Up bundle is almost 50% off.
Oh, nice.
We were thinking
Bringing
of
back
streaming
the memories.
doing some of those at some point if it ever dropped down low enough for us to bother buying it.
I will take a look.
But anyway, so yeah, with that, we'll be done with this episode of Monday Night Magic number 656. And it's warm in my apartment for some reason, so I'm gonna stop. So, thank you all so very much for joining us, and go play some Magic.